Okay, well, I could read us some of these quotes that really were impactful, and then, just seeing David's reaction today with them as well was amazing, but just kind of as a bridge to bring us into that. Christ's vision has one law. It does not look upon a body and mistake it for the Son whom God created. It beholds a light beyond the body, an idea beyond what can be touched, a purity undimmed by errors, pitiful mistakes, and fearful thoughts of guilt from dreams of sin. It sees no separation, and it looks on everyone, on every circumstance, all happenings and all events, without the slightest fading of the light it sees. This can be taught and must be taught by all who would achieve it. It requires but the recognition that the world cannot give anything that faintly can compare with this in value, nor set up a goal that does not merely disappear when this has been perceived. And this you give today. See no one as a body. Greet him as the Son of God he is, acknowledging that he is one with you in holiness. Okay, well, I feel like we're going to jump in with one of these songs actually right away. And I noticed today that I think both David and Francis mentioned the word stepping stones, and even the first question, I think from Vera, was about stepping stones. And when I was listening to one of the songs that they were singing yesterday, it's all about stepping stones by Laura Chopin. And so I looked it up in the course, and so I'm going to set up their song with a course quote. It cannot be emphasized too often that correcting perception is merely a temporary expedient. It is necessary only because misperception is a block to knowledge, while accurate perception is a stepping stone toward it. The whole value of right perception lies in the inevitable realization that all perception is unnecessary. This removes the block entirely. You may ask how this is possible as long as you appear to be living in this world. That is a reasonable question. You must be careful, however, that you really understand it. Who is the you who are living in this world?
Will be undone. It cannot hold up to your sun. Its weathered walls will all fall down till only truth is standing. I'd see the wrecking ball in the air. Have a drink or two with anger and despair. But now my eyes can finally see that you've been freeing me. I heard you answer in my darkest night. I only have to give up being right. And for every seeming leap of faith I have to take, you leave me stepping stones, gentle stepping stones. self that used to call the shots was only made of crazy thoughts. But now it's your silent stream that is moving me. You reveal yourself to me. All the faces that I see, and in the notes I hear you sing the song of I am. No, I never lost my way. I've been carried all the way. For every seeming leap of faith I have to take, leave me stepping stones, gentle stepping stones. You're leading me to a place that needs no center, that has no limits, and when need can't enter. And the eye that lingers for a while blows with your wind, blends in your time, and watch it smiling as it all unfolds. Funny how my story's changed. All the facts are rearranged. Many pages are removed, so lonely love remains. I step in your fire willingly. Will burn away what isn't real. And for every seeming leap of faith I have to take, leave me stepping stones, gentle stepping stones.
Stepping stone,
gentle stepping stone.
Thank you, guys. You know, yeah, perfect. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, actually, I feel what really touches me about this song is And something that I just need to be reminded over and over again is this idea around not being able to heal yourself. Like, so often I feel like there's something that kind of crystallizes in the mind, like, this is the problem, and this is how I need to solve it. But this song, this Stepping Stone song, is kind of a really direct reminder for me in a certain way about, like, none of it is of you. Like, the problem isn't of you, the healing, how you heal, what you seem to need to do and form. And it's all just kind of pointing to loosening, I guess, like that. If it all really wasn't up to you, like the only thing you could do is just relax and let go. Kind of another way of approaching the I see only the past that David and Francis were talking about this morning. That's what's beautiful about this song for me.
I love that idea. We don't have to heal ourselves. Just let the healing occur.
Yeah, we have this program called Mystical Mind Training, and actually the front image of it is stepping stones in the air. And you've got to leap from each stone. And when we first built it, we thought of it as practical guidance steps. And it looks like Jesus is saying really the stepping stone is going from wrong-mindedness or wrong perception into right-mindedness, right perception. But I think really the greatest thing that we can offer as a community, even to each other and to share through these online retreats, is how guidance has just transformed us, really, and brought us into something together that we never thought we'd be doing, but in a very gentle way. Because if you had just said, hey, go live in community, that's the rest of your life, or hey, just go for God, we'd be like, sure, or no. But either way, it wouldn't have meant anything in a real way. But even this, just coming together like this, doing music, or we don't even really feel it's the four of us because there's 5 more people right in front of us here with the studio team and studio support, and it just feels like we're all in this together. So we're sharing the awakening together. I have this story in my mind of just happened 2 days ago, actually, because Emily and I got prompted to, I forget how, but she just woke up one morning and she felt we have to figure out this wedding thing or go to the town hall. We're getting married.
I was just about to say, us two are engaged to be married, by the way.
And she's like, we have to do that today. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, it sounds good. But I'm in a mystery school, so it was just this, how do we do that? So I just joined with Lisa and Francis, and it just looked like I really needed to step out. But I went and joined, and one of the girls there at the mystery school offered to help. She speaks Spanish, and so we made this plan for the next day, and I didn't realize how quickly I became reliant on somebody or even the community, because the next day, what it meant is I had to step out of mystery school, and Lisa was going to do these meetings that I was doing, and she was already there anyways, but she really wanted to be connected with this one girl, and I just felt this feeling of like, my plan has been thrown to pieces. I'm supposed to show up with Emily to a Spanish city hall and try to sort out a marriage license. Like, this is impossible. And it's like I totally forgot that Jesus is behind all of this. So with some quick words with Lisa and Francis, it was like, okay, well, there must be a plan. So we just let it go completely and just put out this prayer. Okay, we need a wedding planner. We can't, I mean, when would we ever think we need a wedding planner? But in Mexico, there's so many things to do. It's not easy like in other countries. And so we just put out the prayer, but showed up at this place, and we're in line, just kind of moving towards the front, not knowing how this is going to work. We've typed everything out in Google Translate, so, as if that will help, and lots of times it does. And then this guy cuts in front of me, and I just remember noticing that when he cut in front of me, I thought, wow, he's giving me a reason to talk to him. So I just thought, as he started talking with the guest and the host, the administrator, he stepped back. I just looked at him and said, "Are you a wedding planner?" "Do you speak English?" He said, "Yes." Are you a wedding planner?" And he looked at me like, what a bizarre question. I don't think he understood, and he just said, "I've been married 4 years." I'm like, oh, great. But we need some help right now with translating these documents and everything. He said, oh, great. So he starts stepping in, and Emily gets so excited. She comes right up to ask all her questions. We have this huge list. And he starts asking all these questions for it. And he says, hold on a sec. This is taking too much energy. Why don't you guys just come to my office, and I'll do everything for you. I'll fill in all the documents. I'll do the translations. I'll handle everything. You don't even have to come back here, which is basically what we meant by a wedding planner. And we were just like, wow, like Jesus really arranged everything for that. We actually, if we had brought this other girl from mystery school, it would have been an interference, because we wouldn't have needed to step out, reach out, and ask for help. And so we ended up having another meeting with him yesterday, and he just was kind of giving us this speech. He's like, yeah, it's very hard to do this here if you're not a local, but I want to do everything for you. I want you guys to just relax. And he was basically offering to do it for free. He turns out he's an immigration lawyer, and he's done this many times before, and he's married it himself. And he says, I will just charge you a small fee, though, since I'm going to do all these things. And we were just so happy that it was really cool. But it was just another example of, like, in community, it can be, at least for me, having been here so long, you get dependent. And I've even asked myself sometimes, am I institutionalized? Like, would I be able to survive out in the world? And we get sent out on traveling tours to make sure that it doesn't happen. But sometimes the question will arise, and then just when I have all these miracles happen, it's just such a strong reminder that Jesus is really there.
Jesus has our back.